Hello, Capricorn. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Capricorn. How are you? Thanks so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Capricorn, I've got a couple of oracle decks we're going to look at this week, as we always do, for the overall energy for the week ahead. Now, if you're the Capricorn who's always here clicking and viewing, if you've already subscribed and you watch me weekly, you know that I read for you weekly and that I'm always reading for the week ahead. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome to this beautiful tribe. I hope that you will stay. There is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live down there. And if you'd like to stay, please hit that button. All right. And if you are the ride or die, you know how much I love you, right? That's why I keep showing up, because you do. Let's take a look at it for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This deck is called the Voices Souls Oracle. And we're going to get a few cards from here. And then we're going to look at the this one here, the Dream Ritual Oracle. And then we'll throw some tarot at it. See what we can come up with. Tell me about Capricorn, please. For the week ahead, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. We've got Fears. Card number 20. Card number 20 is the Judgment card. We've got Happiness. We've got card number 6. I feel like you're over some sort of hill or hump, like that of a hard cycle, possibly. You're into the happiness, because 6s are not the 5s. They are not the lack. They are just what comes after the lack. And then we have Karma. Very interesting. So we have Fears, which is card number 20. Now, this being Judgment energy, it feels like you're supposed to lay your fears to rest, is what I'm supposed to tell you. Because 20 is the Judgment card, and that depiction on most tarot cards is of people being resurrected from the grave. So something has died, so something else, they're being called now to get up again or be resurrected and do something differently, right? Take a different turn. Life is about to take a different turn for you. And then we have Happiness here. And I feel like it's card number 6, because I feel like there is some sort of cycle you've been going through here, Capricorn, that's been kind of tough for you, for some of you. And I feel like the 6s aren't the 5s. You're no longer in lack. I feel like there is happiness coming in the week ahead. We do have Karma, card number 16. There's a Tower showing up here. Card number 16 is the Tower, and but I feel like it's a happy tower, I'm going to say. I don't feel like it's anything you have to worry about, but if you're a person who does not like change, immediate change, this is feeling like it is immediate change coming to you at the end of the week, next week. And it is because of karma, but it's about good karma, I feel, for you. It's about something that you've done in the past that I feel is being paid out to you. We have a message of love that might be coming to you. Very interesting. Card number 34 is a 7. Message of love that could be coming from the universe. All right, these cards are all over the place. Give me a second they're backwards and upside down, and I thought I had them all figured out before I got online here, but okay, there we go. All right, let's look at Dream Rituals deck. Let's get a little more energy on the table, and then we'll hit it up with some tarot. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Tell me about Capricorn. We've got Balance. You're laying your fears to rest, and it is bringing in balance. It's time, I want to say. It's time for things to change. It's time for you to be on a different road, doing something different. For me, card 20 is Virgo and Pisces energy, so it feels like you've already paid your dues. You've already sat in this place where you had to do the self-audit, and now it's time to resurrect yourself into some sort of balanced energy. It feels like it is, when I see this card of balance, there is a clock on it. I don't know why it seems that every time a clock shows up in this deck, it's always 10:23. Interesting. Yeah, 10:23, so that might be an angel number for you, possibly. A different clock showed up in Virgo's reading, and it was 10:23 as well. That might mean something if you guys are mirroring each other, because I feel like the mirroring card showed up in Virgo's reading. Very interesting. Tell me about Happiness. Happiness, we have freedom. I like it. So the freedom to do, freedom to think, freedom to do whatever you want to do. You've been released from something. That's what it feels like. Released from the hard cycle, which is the 5s, right? The 5, 6 comes after the 5. I feel like you've been released from some sort of negative or hard cycle you've been in. Tell me about this, Karma. We've got reconnect. Oh, very nice. Okay. So it does feel like there's some good karma coming, but there also is some sort of a shift or a shock or a change, I'm going to say, because card number 16, but it's bringing good karma. So I feel like you're about to connect with someone who possibly is bringing you a message of love. What do we have here? Source. Interesting. So it could be coming from source. And I did say that card number 34 is a 7. For me, that's about heaven or divinely guided things. And so we do have source underneath, which is, again, very auspicious in this reading, right? Bottom of the deck, we have soul. I feel like this is, you're going to be reconnecting to the self. It feels like you're having a realization of sorts, some type of realization. It might be a message of love, like the love of self. It might be this beautiful love of self that you've realized that you're the one that matters the most. Could be like clapping yourself on the back. Good job, Capricorn. It could be some of that. Tell me more about Capricorn. Let's look at tarot. Tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Capricorn, if you are interested in a private read, please know that there is a sale on, but only until the 15th. So we're already at the 11th. So if you're interested in getting in on that, you should probably do so. There is a coupon code in the pinned comment if you're interested in that, and a link to Wizio. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Tell me about Capricorn. Wouldn't it be interesting if the Judgment card just showed up? Because card number 20 is Judgment. Well, what's this? It's the 10 of Wands. And that's okay too, because I feel like your life is changing, that you are dropping burdens. You're dropping something that you've been carrying around with you for a while. It's something that maybe I feel like you've been burying yourself in. I want to say it's pressure. It's something heavy. It feels like you should have taken action on this thing a long time ago, but instead of taking action to release it or lay it to rest, because the card number 20 is the Judgment card, where things are, the old is dying so the new can be reborn. I feel like these when you picked up the first wand, I think that you were supposed to, release it. You're supposed to use it and release it, take action, but I don't think you did. And so I think that you end up at the end of it carrying around all of these burdens here. I feel like you are going to lay these burdens to rest. And I feel like it's going to bring balance in divine timing. So it feels like next week is probably that time. I look at this as the Wheel of Fortune, this balance card here, because divine timing is that to me. And I'm doing this because it's like a turning point or a changing point. And we do have the card number 16 here, which is karma coming in with the Tower. So it does feel like there is some sort of reconnection here. Reconnection with you and another person, or maybe a job or something like that. We'll talk about it. We do have the 7 of Wands here. Freedom from feeling like you always have to take the higher ground. I feel like you've given yourself permission to fight back, Capricorn. Like, I feel like you're a person who, it feels like that you're a person who would rather keep it cordial. But I feel like somebody is finally fighting back, is saying, you know what, you can't do this anymore. I feel like it's releasing you or giving you some type of freedom here, freedom and happiness here. I like it. You're over the hump. You're finally out of this place where you were being quiet about it. I feel like you, for the longest time, you took the higher ground and kept your boundaries. And now I think you're fighting back. I think you're saying, no, you can't do that to me. And don't even think that you can come at me like that again. It feels like it was very disorderly, or there was a lot of chaos going on. It feels like it maybe sapped your energy, whatever this, it feels like it was something you were protecting yourself from, or someone you were protecting yourself from. It feels like it was very chaotic until you finally got to the top of the mountain, which where this person is, top of the hill, so I can now look down and see what's going on here. And I feel like there's a lot of people who are coming at you, telling you what you should do, what you should be doing. And I feel like you've decided to fight back and say, no, I'm going to deal with this the way I deal with this. Tell me why we've got reconnect, karma, and the Tower here, please. We've got the 6 of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like there is a reconnection coming here, but it does feel like, I want to say you're not quite there yet, that this reconnection may not happen in the week ahead, and only because the 6 of Wands is in the reverse. And to me, when the 6 of Wands is in the reverse, we're not yet prepared for the reunion. I'm not prepared for people to see me in the way that I am right now, still feeling a little bit with my back against the wall. The Six of Wands, when it's in the upright, is all about people cheering you on, you having the victory, coming back from a hard cycle. I feel like right now, you're finally just released yourself from this. Now you're trying to reconnect to the self. But I think that you're having realizations, which is the Tower, and it is pulling you out of, I feel like the Tower always falls when it's supposed to. It falls for mercy, and it helps us out of tight spots where we didn't feel like we could. It's almost like, it's like you felt like if I give in, they win. And I feel like the Tower is here to reconnect you to yourself, to say, look, you're going to stay stuck. If the Tower doesn't move you, you will stay stuck in this energy here. We've got the Strength card at the bottom, and it does feel like, yeah, you've been in this energy for a long time, but look, Death is sneaking up here. Death is sneaking up on the Knight of Pentacles saying, enough. This has gone on long enough. You've tried to be strong and hold your tongue. I see this particular depiction of this Rider-Waite deck as somebody holding their tongue. So I feel like you've held your tongue long enough, and it's time for you to start fighting back and saying something here. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. Tell me about this Ten of Wands. Right, yep, you're getting healing, friend. Look, I've got Temperance here. It does feel like things are coming into balance, right? Balance is temperance. And temperance is also a moment of alchemy. So balance and the temperance are one and the same. I feel like it's time. Yeah, don't you think it's time? That's the Judge. Judge, love can build a bridge. I feel like you're trying to build the bridge to someone, but you're not really prepared to reconnect yet. I don't think you are. We've got the High Priestess. The Page of Wands. Okay, so I do feel like you finally do put down these burdens here because you've lightened the load here. The Page of Wands has only got one wand in hand. I feel like you intuitively have realized that it's time for you to let go of something. We've got Boaz and Jachin. We've got the two pillars here, and it's about strength and encouragement and being stable and sturdy and having the strength to be able to let go whatever it is that you don't know about. So you don't have to have all the answers. You're very close to the veil, I'm going to say. The veil is right behind the High Priestess here. You're very close to getting all of your answers or the answers that you want, but you're also very close to this balance. You're very close to dropping these burdens. I really do believe that it's coming to you in the week ahead. So probably around Monday, Tuesday sort of energy. But don't forget, tomorrow is the full moon in Leo, and that's the release, right? So I feel like tomorrow you will begin to put down these burdens one by one. I feel like you are intuitively releasing something so you can lighten the load and go on some sort of new path that's going to give you balance. It does feel like card number 20 is in fact the Judgment card, where you're laying down all of your burdens so you can be light enough to reincarnate or have some sort of reconciliation, possibly with the self. I don't even think it's with another person. I feel like this week is all about you reconnecting with you. And, you know, the Leo energy here is about ego. You may have had an ego death, right? We've got the soul and we've got reframe. So you're reframing something here. Maybe writing it down. Maybe you're journaling. So maybe you're really looking into your soul and reframing how you feel about reconnecting with you or reconnecting with another person. Tell me about the Seven of Wands, please. We've got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it does feel like you've been released from something here. It feels like a sigh of relief is what it feels like. We've got the Lovers here. And we've got the Nine of Wands. Look, that's a release as well. So the Nine of Wands in the reverse is the promise to the self that I'm no longer going to be identifying as the wounded warrior. There are people who have had hard things happen to them. In fact, all of us have, I can guarantee it. There's not one soul walking on this earth that hasn't had something that has happened to them that has been terrible and awful. I feel like at some point we all become the wounded warrior. But I feel like some of those people continue to identify as their problems or as their trauma. And I feel like you are not one of those people, Capricorn. I feel like you're someone who's decided, I'm going to release it. I'm going to get over the hump of the negative energy. It's time to free myself from being or feeling like the wounded warrior. I feel like the Lovers is telling me it's a choice because the Seven of Swords is here. And I feel like you were keeping it under the surface for so long. You kept this anger or this angst or this these burdens you were carrying, you kept it all under the surface, and look, that's going to do nothing but make you physically and mentally ill. So I say bravo for you, because you are freeing yourself from that. And it's because you've decided to fight back. You're just expressing your energy now, rather than sitting back and letting people do and say what they want to do and say. I feel like that you are not trying to get away with something. I feel like what you're doing is you're leaving some people behind in your life. I don't need them. If they're going to lie to me, if they're going to deceive me, I don't need those people in my life. I feel like you're making a really big choice to free yourself from something that has been keeping you prisoner. Tell me more about reconnect. Tell me about this tower, this karma, and tell me about the Six of Wands, please. We have the Emperor. Interesting. I have the Four of Swords. So I feel like you are possibly, for some of you, you could be reconnecting with a father figure. You could be reconnecting with a mother figure. We do have the Emperor, who is masculine leaning, but also has feminine energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles, who is feminine energy leaning, but also has masculine energy. I feel like for some of you, I'm supposed to tell you that if you've been having a hard time with your finances, I feel like there is going to be something that happens at the end of the week next week that is going to make you have some sort of realization about how to heal the financial situation, and that in itself is going to bring you more abundance. It's like, oh, I was doing the math wrong, or maybe I was giving them too much of a payment, and now I found the mistake, and now they owe me that money. Or it feels like whatever it is, something is healing with the finances, because you're now finally taking charge of some things. And it feels like that's the reason that you haven't yet given yourself the permission to reconnect with someone else. It does feel like there's someone else floating about here. We've got a message of love, and under here we've got source. So I feel like you will be getting a download. I am going to clarify here, and there's also a message of warning. I think we're going to clarify that before we go, because I think it's popping out at me, so we should say something about it, right? So I feel like after all of your healing, I feel like you either become in your pre-empress energy, but I feel like you are taking charge. I feel like you are taking charge of your security, your stability. You're now fighting back. Look, this Emperor has armor under this cloak for a reason. Not only are they in charge with the red cloak, but they have armor under here. Why? Because they're always battle ready. I feel like you have realized that you must be battle ready. And if you are going to reconnect with people, you've got to reconnect with people, situations, a job, a person, a family member, whatever it is. You've got to do it in the Emperor energy. You can't let people get past you. You've got to present as this person who is now on the throne, because I feel like you've learned something here through your healing, that you've learned something here, and it feels like you now are feeling much more stable and abundant. You're feeling much more confident because you're probably taking better care of yourself, better care of your finances, or money is getting easier or better. Maybe you're getting that job or that promotion or that raise. I just want to say here, I'm also getting an energy here that somebody has been in and out of contact with their father. It feels like this is the person that some of you may not be quite ready to reconnect with, but I feel like you are going to have a realization, or this person could show up. There is a tower here. So take that as it resonates for you. I think I'm supposed to tell somebody that. It feels like this person wants to show up. They want to heal things with you, and they want to have some sort of balance or stability with you, but it's always going to be your decision, right? I'm not telling you that you have to do that. Oh yes, Queen of Swords is here. So I feel like that's your energy. I feel like you're in this energy of the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, whether you're feminine or masculine. And this Emperor, for some of you, you are this stable, sturdy energy, but others of you, this could be a father. Take it as it resonates for you. I just want to look at these, and we're gonna look at these here, because there is, we've got Source is sending you a message of love, and we do have a message of warning as well. Tell me more about this. Tell me what the message of warning is. We've got the Two of Wands. So prepare for something. Prepare for a tower. Prepare for this person to come knocking on your door. If this is a person that I'm talking about, tell me about the message of love. We've got the World card. I feel like something is being laid to rest is what it feels like here. A message of love. I feel like for some of you, I know I keep going at it, but I feel like for some of you, this is a father energy. And it feels like this person wants to close a door. This person wants something to wrap up. They want to hit a milestone. They want to achieve something with you, which is closing the door to the way we used to be. And can we try again? Can we do it in this stable way? Can we heal this? It feels like that. We've got Source, which is giving us the Fool. So I feel like somebody here wants to try again, but I don't think it's somebody that you're in love with. I think it's a family member, a mother or a father. Take it as it resonates for you. We do have the Hierophant. Use always the higher self, right? And take help when it's needed. When you need it, it's right there, right? That is listening to the self, listening to that still small voice or your guide or the higher self. Use all the things that you've learned spiritually. I think for some of you, you're going to be closed off to this person that's showing up here. Could be a mother or a father, but for some of you, you are this person. And I feel like you are the one that is preparing with this Two of Wands here to reconnect with somebody. I feel like it's a realization you're having with this Tower energy. I hope all of that made sense. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you, Capricorn. And I'm going to go for now. You guys take care. Bye-bye.